We've got a few new epic characters with the recent update I had completely missed. But I've been looking forward to these, so I decided to play Russian roulette with the Rawia altar banner, hoping I didn't get her, but that I do get one of these new epics. In addition, building up some pity too. Well, I got 20 into the banner, and I got this new epic, Bitterwort, a discipline watcher allied with Night Crimson and Iria. So I decided to build her up, check out her kit, and see what potential she has. Her trait, that's a sperm. Okay. Anyway, her trait. Super clever with its name, Bitterwort. Could they really not come up with anything else? It says, at the start of battle, grants Bitterwort... Oh, come on! Really? To all allies within 2 tiles around the character. Bitterwort, the Bitterwort that Bitterwort's Bitterwort grants them. They really need to find a better word for that. Anyway, the effect Bitterwort is a buff that says, if dying after attacked, recovers 40 HP, removed once triggered. Seems a bit underwhelming, but remember we're talking about an epic here, and they can't all be angels and abysses. But taking a look at her stars, we can see that the early ones add some magic attack to her, and that's what keeps improving until 5 stars, when the range of the start of battle Bitterwort improves. This is the start of battle, not round. 95% of the time your characters are already right next to each other, so I don't see how adding 2 additional tiles of reach is going to make much of a difference. And for the 5% where you are spread out on the map, the 2 spaces still won't matter. It won't be enough. Maybe if it covered the whole map at 5 stars, it would make more sense. But even then, the effect itself is pretty bad. So far, I'm less than thrilled. And I was really excited about these new characters. Moving on to her default skill, Bitter Medicine. Hey, that's what her name was on the site when I first found her. Interesting. This is a single target healing skill. Restores 40% of the target's HP. If the target does not have Bitterwort, it gives 1 stack. And it has a range of 2 and a cost of 1. No cooldown though.
Gretchen, stop trying to make
Bitterwort
happen. It's not going to happen.
Rank 1. Attack Command. Aura. Increases attack by 12% for other allies within 2 tiles of the character. Is she a damage dealer or a healer? Only Flare can bridge the gap between those two. Everyone else needs to pick a dang side. Or Inner Light. 1 cost, 3 cooldown. Support. Instant. I like those. Selects 1 allied target, then restores 1 energy to all allies. Oh, Candlelight has this ability, right? I think it's Candlelight. She herself can't be the target, and then it does a burst around the target that gives them an energy. Yeah, definitely more supporty. I like that for her. But maybe she will be a DPS? We'll see. Police Lasso. She stole that from Rawia Altar. So 3 cost, 3 cooldown. Yikes. Instant though. Inflicts Restraint. Sure it doesn't inflict Bitterwort. Restraint reduces speed by 100. Attack down 2 and no assist for 2 turns. And also stuns them for 2 turns if they have Restraint. Can be used 3 times and is single target, 2 tile range. I see the synergy here with Rawia. Another way they can get Restraint so the stun procs more often. And honestly, the stun is the most useful part of all this. But I'm not sold yet. Maybe if it was an AoE, even a small one, hits a max of 5 characters, I could see that being good. Next, 1 cost, 3 cooldown. Jeez, these skills just came out of the oven. Get it? They need a while to cool down.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Luxite Shrapnel. We know this one. I use it all the time with my infection team. Deals piercing damage equal to 10% of target's HP to all enemies within 2 tiles of the target, unless they're a filthy boss monster. Ah, well that's refreshingly honest. And inflicts 3 stacks of infection, which also will not work if they're a filthy boss monster. Okay. I think we take Lasso out of these 2. Then we've got Endurance Activation. When receiving healing, gain damage reduction 2. What? Why? Or Curse. When hit by an active attack, the damage taken is reduced by 8. Upon receiving an active attack, inflicts vulnerable 2 on the attacker for 2 turns. This is a pretty common one. Fairly decent reaction skill. I'd pick that one. Okay, rank 7 is basically their ultimates, since rank 9 is basic attack replacement. So let's see what Bitterwort's got for us. 3 cost, 4 cooldown. Beans on toast! Why are all these so hot? Can't give up. Healing. Heals all allies within 3 tiles of the target for 60% magic attack. Ooh, which has an extra buff of 12% when her trait reaches 5 stars. Okay, finally seeing some synergy. And granting them attack up 2 in an AoE. I like this. And regeneration. Okay, that's fine too. Why not? I'm surprised it doesn't grant... Never mind, it does grant them Bitterwort. There it is. To 2 allies with the lowest HP percentage in battle. Okay, so something to note, there is no range limit on that last part. But again, this Bitterwort skill they keep shoving down our throats is only good when we're losing. It's useless when we're winning, and useless when we're at parity. Still, I like it though for the first half of the skill. Moving on. No cost, 3 cooldown. Quick bandaging. Passive, ooh. At the start of the turn, heals a random injured ally within 3 tiles of the character for 30% magic attack, and dispels 3 debuffs. And yep, gives them Bitterwort, if they don't have it. Okay, if I'm being honest, I think you take both of these. They're both pretty good. Okay, real quick, let's look at her basics. Merciful Strike deals 80% magic damage and increases the effect of the next healing skill by 15%, lasting for 2 turns. No. I'm going to tell you why this angers me. Angel does an AoE heal for 60%. So they nerfed Bitterwort's ultimate heal to 30% and then give us a 15% increase as if they're doing us a favor? Sure, hers is a passive and dispels 3 buffs as well, and it does crank her can't give up heal to 75%, which is good. It just feels like a consolation prize. Her other basic attack is Disarming Strike. Deal 80% magical damage and inflict reduced attack 1 on target for 2 turns. Yeah, so we still take the first one on this. It fits better with her kit. So, taking a step back, she's a healer, no doubt about that. Only reason for her increased magic attack is to heal more. But does she heal better than Angel, our resident free-to-play healer? What is she doing differently that could justify her being added to the game so late? She doesn't power creep anyone. She's kind of like a weaker Candlelight that has better healing, or a weaker Angel but with an attack buff. The lasso might be the most unique part of her kit. I feel like lasso and the 2 rank 7 support skills, then the healing basic attack, and endurance activation for her reaction, just for tankiness, for some reason, would be the best loadout. She does want to be close to the action because of the low range on her Bitterwort's Bitterwort. Not the Bitterwort that Bitterwort's Bitterwort applies, the Bitterworts that Bitterwort's other skills do. So the extra tankiness does make sense in that respect. So now that I think about it, she may be intended as a tanky frontline healer. Her lasso can stun and slow one character, which I think could work in PvP. Passive heals, close quarters. Yes, that's it. She was made to be a PvP healer, for those without Coco at least. I think she will be better than Angel in PvP, and at least as good as Candlelight in PvP, though leaning more towards the healing side and less towards the buffing that Candlelight does. So I think that she does have a home. I don't think it's a great home. The walls are structurally unsound and there's a draft under the door. Floor is uneven and you can hear the rats chewing away at night, but it is a home. And she is usable. Just not if you have Coco. And not if you want to be more aggressive in PvP. In that case, just take Candlelight. But that's 1 down, and I think 2 to go. There's an axe guy and a crossbow dude. Don't know if I should risk more summons, though. I might accidentally get Rowia. So it may be a bit before I can get my hands on them. But I'm gonna fly now. See you in the next one. Bye.